לו שהות לקום וליטול ידיו כדי לברך, תוך כדי דיבור, מכאן שכוחו וגבורתו מלא העולם כדת. ישפשף ידיו בשמיכה ויברך מיד את הברכה. Today I was asked from our dear friend Mullah Mansour. He said, Rabbi, a person can say bracha on the re'amim, on the thunders. There was a strong thunder today. So can you say bracha before you did netilat yadayim or no? So says Rabbi Yosef, when a person is sleeping, in the middle of the night, he hears boom, 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 boom. He hears the thunders. Can he say bracha right now? שכוחו, ברוך אתה השם, אלוקינו מלך העולם, שכוחו וגבורתו מלא העולם. Can he say that at that moment or no? He didn't do netilat yadayim. Says Rabbi Yosef, in the morning, if you're sleeping, you can take your blanket, rub your hands against the blanket. That's enough, says halakha, to say the beracha, shekocho ugvurato malei olam. When a person hears the thunders in the middle of the night, he's allowed to say the beracha. Just keep quickly something on the head, cover on the head, pillow or something like that, and he's allowed to say the beracha, shekocho ugvurato malei olam, even though he did not do netilat yadayim yet. That was the first question we were asked. Second question we were asked, we learned on Shabbat that a person is allowed to reheat water. Remember we spoke about that the person is not allowed to reheat soup, but he is allowed to reheat water. So the basic for this halakha is the Mishnah in Masechet Shabbat in Daf Kuf Mem Hey Amud Bet. The Mishnah says anything that was cooked before Shabbat, you're allowed to reheat it on Shabbat. The Gemara says, what's the example for that food that you're allowed to reheat on Shabbat? The Gemara says the chicken of Rabbi Abba, Tarnegota de Rabbi Abba. Now, Rabbi Abba used to be Mulu Abo, right? He used to have a certain chicken he used to cook. The chicken used to have water. You cannot cook chicken without water. Like yachni, like Bukhari said yachni. Like this, they used to cook it. He used to cook it many times. Now the question is he taking that chicken with that water on Shabbat on the plata? Or does he take only the chicken and he puts it back on the plata? That's the machloket between Rashi and the Rambam. Rambam says, the chicken with the soup, with the water, you're allowed to put back on the plata. Rashi disagrees with him. He says only the chicken you're allowed to put back on the plata. The water of the chicken you're not allowed to put back on the plata. The chicken is dry. Когда вещь она сухая, вот это можно согреть в Шаббат. А когда вещь она жидкая, и soup inside, нельзя. You're not allowed to reheat it on Shabbat. That's the opinion of Rashi. Shulchan Aruch, bottom line, says halakha is like Rashi. That a person is not allowed to reheat soup on Shabbat. Nельзя в Shabbat греть soup. But says Rav Yitzchak Yosef, there is a difference between soup and water, plain water. What's the difference? It says water, it does not become better whenever you are recooking it, reheating it. However, the soup, the more you cook it, the better it becomes. So therefore, soup, you're not allowed to reheat on Shabbat. But water, you're allowed to reheat on Shabbat. If it was cooked already before Shabbat, you're allowed to take it in the pot and put it back on the plata on Shabbat. So somebody said, Rabbi, if so, why can't I put it in the samavar? Open the kettle and put it inside the samavar. By samavar, Rabotai, you have another problem. Whenever you are putting it inside samavar, the kettle reignites it. The whole system, electricity снова все включается там. Because the whole system reignites again, that's a different problem. It's not a question of cooking, it's a question of turning on electricity. Are you allowed to turn on electricity on Shabbat? Huh? Can you turn on samavar on Shabbat? No. So therefore, when we say that you're allowed to reheat the water, когда можно человеку добавить воду, какую воду, которая она скипятилась до Шаббат, и он ставит ее на плату. He's not putting it back on the samavar in the kettle. He's putting it back on the plata. The plata is already on. He's not turning on the plata again. The plata is already on. He takes the water that was cooked before Shabbat in the pot, and he's placing it back on the plata. Like this, halakha allows to a person, if he needs more water on Shabbat, put it on the plata without turning on anything. Not putting it in the samavar, because the samavar is going to be returned again. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.